Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Are you guys able to hear me? I am so excited for you guys today. Oh my goodness. All right, so I got TikTok, I got Facebook, and I have YouTube this morning. And I'm so glad all of you guys are here. So, as for getting started, put in the chat where you're watching from. Because, guys, this is a global business, and we're literally, I mean, think about it. It's moms all over the world, right? Globally all over the world, wanting to change their lives and do something better for themselves, right? Okay. Um, hmm. All right. Look like I'm having technical difficulties. Give me one moment, guys. Wow. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Hello, hello. If you guys can hear me, put yes in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put yes in the chat. I want to be sure you guys can hear me okay. You can see me okay. Because as you can see, I got my whiteboard. So that means I got something good for you today. All right, yes, I'm dancing early in the morning. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'm getting it. Listen, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be consistent. You just got to be consistent, got to care, and got to show up, right? Even if things aren't working perfectly, you still just got to be able to show up to make it happen. My glasses are coming off my face. Uh, hmm. Wow, this is really interesting. Okay. Oh no, where did it go? Oh, wait a minute, y'all. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Are you guys in the building? Can you hear me? I know it's not the usual time I go live, but I think I'm gonna like this 8:15. I know I'm probably about a minute or so early, but so super glad you guys are here. Again, as you are coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from. Let me make sure we don't have any more technical difficulties. But it looks like that we're getting it all together. Um, Let me see. Wow. Alrighty. Mm. Hey, if you guys are on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, let me know if you can see and hear me okay. Let me know if you can see and hear. I want to be sure that everything is good so I can get into this information so you guys can get ready. Yes, because we're talking about life-changing information. All right. And also, in the meantime, I want you guys to have your fingers ready. Have your fingers ready because I will be asking you to screenshot at some point. So that way you can have the information that you need to make an informed decision. All right. So, guys, what no one tells stay at home moms about making income, making money, right? And it's not a job and it's definitely not a side hustle. So, what if I told you the reason you haven't found a way to earn income online yet is because you've been looking at the wrong solutions? Can see and hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Chanara. Oh my goodness, Shanara. Now, see, that's one of those names that's not very common. But I remember you. Welcome back. Welcome. How have you been? Now, I don't remember where you're from. So put in the chat where you're watching from because that part I admit I don't remember. All right. So thank you for letting me know that you can hear me loud and clear. So, guys, if you're a stay-at-home mom or who aspire to be a stay-at-home mom and you want to help out financially, right? But you don't want to get a job, you don't want to sell to friends and family, and you don't want to miss out on your kids' lives. This live is for you. Okay. So I'm about to blah, 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 blah. I'm about to bring down I'm about to break down the God dang it. I'm about to break down the 5 options that moms have to earn income. And I'm going to show you the only one that gave me my time, my peace of mind, and my power back. Okay. So stick with me until the end because I'm going to show you exactly how this works and how you can start earning 100% profit, right, on a $900 product, even if you've never done anything like this before. Okay. All right. And just so you know, I've got a special bonus for those of you who take action while I'm live, okay? And I'm going to share all the details at the end, but let's just say it involves me personally helping you map out your first 30 days, okay? Just a little hint, hint, clue, clue. All right. Now, I remember right back, back a few years ago, right? And as a stay-at-home mom living on one income, I was like stressed out. I didn't want to keep asking my husband for money, knowing he was already stretched thin, working hard as it is, right? But I knew I wanted to help. But I didn't want to leave my kids. I didn't want to work nights. And I didn't want to do some kind of side hustle that I didn't believe in, right? And so I looked at all my options and I've tried so many things. How many of you can relate to that? How many of you can relate to going online, researching, Googling how to make money from home? What are ways to make money? What's the easy way to make money? It doesn't cost a lot, right? All of those different things. And I failed at all of them. I failed at every single one of them until I found something that worked, right? I definitely get into that. Oh, and also, guys, if you are new to me, I am Tasha, a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, and I help moms, guess what? Earn income without getting a job. Yes, without getting a job. And so when I went through all those options, right? Those things that I was looking at to do and things that I actually tried and none of them worked. This is what happened. I found something that actually changed all of that and made all of that pain and everything that I went through worth it. But I'm sharing with you so you don't have to go through the same trials and errors that I went to. So now let's dive right into the different 5 ways, right? The different 5 ways that moms or people tell moms about making money online, right? And I want you to stick to the 5th one because that one is going to blow your mind when I show you exactly how that works. But here's some of the 5 options that you have, right? And also, guys, remember, if you have any questions or comments, definitely put your comments in. Definitely put your questions in the comments because remember, I have YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And so if I miss any of your questions, don't worry. I'll try to go back and get your questions. Okay, get your questions answered. Okay, so one of the first options you have is you can ask your husband to make more money, right? You can ask your husband to make more money. You can ask him to give you more. But a lot of us are already doing this silently, right? But you know what it creates? It creates tension in the household. It creates guilt, not only guilt for you for asking, but it also creates guilt for him because he feels bad that he's not making enough to give you everything that not only that you need, but what you want as well, right? And he's working hard, but you feel stuck waiting on him to get a raise, waiting on his income to change, right? And so that's the first option. The second option is you can get a job, right? So jobs sound like responsible thing to do, right? You were like, okay, my husband needs help, the kids need more, maybe I need to get a job. Until you factor in daycare costs, if your kids are homeschooled, now you got to put the kids back in school, sick days, the commute, the stress. And suddenly, when you think about it, that job is not even worth the time and effort to do it, right? And then there's a third option. And the third option, I was kind of stuck in that for years, right? Cut back on expenses. So yeah, you can cut back on spending, but cutting back doesn't create income. It just creates restriction. So you say no to everything, and then you feel like you are drowning. How many of you can relate to that? How many of you can relate to cutting expenses? But not only that, when you're cutting expenses, guess what? The gas prices go up, groceries go up. So it's like you're never really getting ahead. And so then you're like, you know what? There got to be another option. And so then what happens? You dive into affiliate marketing. People tell you, yeah, do affiliate marketing, right? So you're getting closer. So what happens with affiliate marketing is that you're promoting someone else's product for a small commission, but you don't control the product, right? You don't control the price and you don't control the profit. You're building someone else's business. And all that affiliate marketing does when you're getting that small commission is that You don't control how much they sell it for. If they want to change the price, any of that, you have no control over that. And a lot of these affiliate commissions give you like 5%, 10%, 25%. Some may even give you 50%. But what good is 50% off a $10 product, right? And so again, like I said, you're getting very close. So number 5, see that we got here already. Number 5 is digital marketing. And it's what I chose, right? And this is where everything changed. I found a done for you digital business that pays 100% profit on a $900 product. And guess what? The best thing is I didn't need to create it. I didn't need to ship anything or chase sales, right? Because as a busy homeschooling stay-at-home mom, I don't have time to be trying to chase people and begging people for sales. But let me show you how this works. But let me pause here. Let me pause here for a minute, right? Because I know some of you thinking, okay, but how does this actually work? Can I actually do this, right? So let me show you something. Before I show you this, let me show you something, right? Okay, so a lot of us have a lot of thoughts going into our heads about whether or not we can do something. And a lot of times we get in our own way, right? We get in our own way because we're not sure if we can do this thing, right? And so, let me see. And again, if you guys got any questions, definitely put your questions in the comments and I will definitely answer your questions live. A minute. I'm gonna make sure you guys get the right screenshots. I'm gonna make sure I have the right page set up. And believe it or not, I did this before I got on this live. I really did. Yes. Okay. And so, oh Lord Jesus. Okay. All right. So, like I said, number 5 is digital marketing, right? And it's what I chose. And this is where, oh, the screen froze. Okay, and this is where everything changed for me, right? And so a lot of you may be having questions about, okay, how does this work? And you may be asking like, Tasha, I'm already a busy, mom, right? Will I have time to do this? Will I have time to do this? And the answer to that is absolutely, because all you need to devote is 2 hours, 2 hours out of a 24-hour day. But here's the kicker to that, right? Those 2 hours does not have to be done consecutively. It can be done in the nooks and crannies of your day. So maybe when the kids are taking a nap, maybe when they're out playing with their friends, you can spend 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, totally building your business, right? And some people maybe like, well, I don't want to bother friends and family. Hell, I didn't want to bother my friends and family either, right? Like, who wants to keep on spending time doing that? And so we show you an automated system that does the telling and selling for you, so you don't have to worry about bothering your friends and family. And some of you may be like, all right, Tasha, yes, okay, I got that. It's only 2 hours a day. I got that. I don't have to bother friends and family because you're going to show me this automated system. But what about tech skills? You'd be like, Tasha, I'm not really good at trying to build a website. I see people with these fancy websites and I just don't have it. Well, what we have for you guys is a done for you system. The website is already built, so you don't have to worry about building that website, right? And then on top of that, you'd be like, well, all right, Tasha, I get it. It sounds good, but does it cost a lot of money? Let me tell you this. What's my phone at? Do you realize that, oh, Lord, that you can literally have your own business cost less than the cost of a daggone up-to-date iPhone, right? Less than the cost of an up-to-date iPhone. So that's what I love about this. It's a low investment, right, to get in, to actually start this business. And so you'd be like, well, how does that work? Do I get money? Yes. I already shared that part with you earlier. 100% profit. And here's one of the biggest things and obstacles that usually stop people from even getting started. They say, you know what, Tasha, I have no sales skills at all. And that's what I love about this particular business model, is because you don't need to have sales skills. As a matter of fact, we prefer you don't have sales skills. Why? Because we teach you attraction marketing. And if you are stuck in this mindset, like when I was doing MLM, I was taught to go for the no, or I was taught all these different sales tactics. So it's like, if you already have sales experience, you have to de-learn or unlearn that whole system of selling, right? So with this, we teach you attraction marketing. So you're attracting customers to you. So now let me go into more about how this system does the telling and selling for you, right? Remember what I said, you don't have to create the product. The product is already created for you. What you do want to focus on, though, is building your skills of attraction marketing, right? Because remember, the system is going to do this telling and selling for you. And since you don't have to create a product and the website is done for you, all you then do is plug into the system that's already set up for you. Are you guys able to see this? Let me know if you're able to see this, because I don't know if you can see this. Okay, because I'm looking on my screen and it looks like it's really far away, but are you guys able to see this? If you're able to see this, put yes in the chat if you guys can see this. And if you have to get off at any time, just do a screenshot of this and just go here to grab your blueprint of what I'm discussing here today. We're with you. You're doing an outstanding job. Thank you. I just want to make sure you guys can see that. Thank you. That's all right. That's so cool. Okay. And so all you're going to do, right, is okay. All right, so this is the automated system that's built for you. So your main thing is just to focus on this right here. That's it, because all of this is automated for you. You don't have to do any of this because all this is done for you. But what you will do is follow a step-by-step system that's going to show you exactly how to brand this to yourself, because you don't want to just brand a product, because you are the brand. People are buying from you. They're not buying from an AI, created thing. They're buying from a real person. Excuse me. And this system right here is what we call our freedom machine. Why freedom machine? Because it's an automated system that does the telling and selling for you. And so the way this works is that you will go here to get your blueprint. And this is all I market, right? Is this blueprint. And I love this because it allows you to have control over when you're going to see the information and when you're going to take action, right? It's totally in your hands. And I love that for you. I love that for me too. So what you do is you go here to this website, right? And then you're going to put in your email address. Why would you put in your email address? Because we're going to walk you through the exact digital marketing program that shows you exactly how to have a done for you business where you get to keep 100% of the profit, right? 100% of the profit with a done for you system. But here's the thing. You don't want to just pick out any system. You want to pick a system that is proven to work. And within the first, the first few months of this, we've created like thousands of dollars. People have made so much money in doing this exact same business. So if that makes sense to you to have a done for you system, drop me in the chat. Drop me in the chat, right? If that makes sense to you. And if you're thinking, wait a minute, that's what I've been looking for. That's what I've been looking for. Type yes in the chat. And if you're already ready, like, Tasha, I need this. Like, how do I get started? Where do I go? Drop ready in the chat and I will definitely get you the info. Now, here's the thing, right? So I became a stay-at-home mom. I used to think that the only way for me to help contribute was to either go get a job, cut coupons, or just like try to find all these different ways to make money. But I learned there's another way. There's a smarter way. And I found that smarter way inside this blueprint. This blueprint, oh my goodness, was an answered prayer. Not only was it an answered prayer, it was truly a breath of fresh air, because it showed me that I didn't have to keep beating the pavement. I didn't have to keep on having businesses where I was drowning in monthly expenses with no income, no return on my investment, right? And so what I love about this is that this was a system where I could show up fully for my kids and still help out financially. One where I'm not waiting on my husband to get a raise, right? Or waiting for him to give me money, or waiting for something else to like work, right? So this system that I'm sharing with you is built for moms like us, moms that are so super busy, but still want to find a way to earn extra income. And the best part about this is that you can learn while you earn, right? Without the burnout, without the pressure, and without missing the moments that matter most. Because we didn't have kids to drop them off to somebody else. No, we had kids to raise our kids and spend time with our kids, right? And so if you're a stay-at-home mom who's ready to help provide for your family without getting a job, without sacrificing your kids, and without waiting any longer. Hey, Debbie, what's happening, girl? Good to see you here. Just comment ready and I'll send you the exact info that I started with, right? No pressure, no fluff, just the first step toward income and freedom on your terms, right? And here's the other thing. You don't need experience. You just need the right system and someone to show you the way. Now you'd be asking, Tasha, right, what is this right system and how does this right system work? Okay. Thank you for liking the live, Debbie. I appreciate that. So the right system is what we call, again, our Freedom Formula Blueprint, right? And this is our automated Freedom machine. And oh my goodness, I want you guys to pay attention, like zoom in on this, because here's how this works, right? So you just basically, somebody's like, okay, what do you do? I help people make money online or whatever it is that you market to your customer, right? And so you let them know that there is a proven blueprint that gives them all the details. And all they have to do is go to your website, right? Go to your website. This is literally how you're going to show them. You just go to this website and you put in your email address to get your blueprint. And once you get your blueprint, the very next page is going to be a video for you to watch. And from this video, it's going to, pretty much answer your questions, let you know how this works, right? But once you do this, you now go to another website. So this website here is for free. Then you go to a website that's already pre-built for you. All you do is plug in your payment information. So you go to this website here, and guess what this does? It lets you get to know more information about the product, exactly how it works, so you can pick the product for you. But here's the thing. There's also installment plans. So you don't have to pay everything up front. You can totally get an installment plan. And let me tell you that I highly, highly suggest that. And why would I suggest that? Why would I suggest you doing a payment plan instead of paying for the whole thing outright? Because as moms, emergencies always happen. The kids need braces, the kids need some clothes, kids need shoes. And if you drop in a whole sum of money, then it's like, oh my goodness, I jumped this money out. But no, you want to do an installment plan so you can have the business pay for the business. Did y'all get that? You want the business to pay for the business. So when you get your first sale, then you go ahead and pay that in full. But I'm jumping a little bit ahead. So if I'm going over your head, just put head in the comments and I'll bring it back. All right. And so we're going to give you this video immediately after you put your email address, immediately after you get your blueprint. Now, I will tell you, you will get this in your email and you should get it in about less than 5 minutes because I kind of have it set up so you can get it immediately, right? If you don't see it, very important, if you don't see it in your inbox, check your spam or promotions folder because I'm new to you and you're new to me, so you may not see it, right? And so that's how you want to do it. You want to make sure that you get your blueprint. And while you're waiting for that to come in your email, immediately this video is going to answer most of your questions, right? And if you still have questions, look out for this video tomorrow that'll come in your email tomorrow, right? And between these two videos, it answers about 99.9% of your questions. Well, 99% of your questions. But if you're that 1% that still have questions, all you have to do is reply to this email, right? Reply to this email and I will gladly answer your questions. I may even do a live video to answer your question live because guess what? If you have a question, I guarantee you 5 other people have that same exact question, but they're just not, bold enough to ask the question on the platform. And I get it because as an introvert, I don't be trying to do that sometimes either. I be in my introverted space in my little bubble, right? Okay. And so again, this is the system, the simple system. And here's the thing, this whole entire system, this system right here that I give you, you get this absolutely for free. There is no monthly payments at all whatsoever. And so you may, I don't know if you guys can see this, right? Over here on the side is RFB. You may be like, Tasha, what the heck is RFB? RFB was one of the most important things that I wanted in the business. And that was a rejection-free business. Because remember what I told you guys, early on, I used to do network marketing. And we were taught in MLM to go for the no, right? So it's like our kids don't like hearing no. Hell, we don't even like hearing no. But we were conditioned to go out there and get as many no's as possible. And guess what? That's draining, right? And so with this business, with it being a rejection-free business, you automatically get emails, right? And so if you don't decide to buy between these two videos, that just means you just need a little bit more information. That's all. Some people are very analytical. Some people are overthinkers. Where are my overthinkers at? Put overthink in the chat if you are an overthinker. But guess what? I'm a recovering overthinker. So I'm not claiming that devil anymore. So, but what happened is that I'll be sending you some emails just to give you some information, just to kind of see where you're at, checking in on you, to see if there's anything I can help you with, right? And here's the blessing of this. You can unsubscribe at any time. That means if you're getting emails from me and you don't want emails anymore, you can totally unsubscribe, and that is perfectly A-okay, right? And now you may also have noticed this 12 right here, right? And I'm going to tell you what, did you guys get a screenshot of this? This is your automated system, right? Did you guys get a screenshot of this? because I'm going to go into why I have this 12 right here and why that number 12 is going to be the game changer to making income online without ever having to get a job. Okay. Are you guys ready? I hope you're ready, because this is going to be big. Okay, did you guys get a screenshot of that? Because I'm about to turn this around. I got the screenshot. Okay. All right. So why is that 12 important? So I'm going to break that down. Why that 12 is important, right? And so, again, if you are ready to get your blueprint, it's the color blue. If you're ready to get your, let me know if you guys can see this too. All you want to do is go here, and like I showed you, put your email in, right, to get your blueprint. And if you have any questions, just put your questions in the comments. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see this color on here. Let me know if you guys can see that. Veronica, what's happening, Veronica? Good to see you here. I love this. She said, I'll never DM you first. Absolutely. Debbie, thank you. You got the #1 gifted badge. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you so much for that, Debbie. So are you guys able to see that? Okay, so on the other page, I showed you the number 12, right? And I'm going to show you why that number 12 is so super important. And so what we found is that most families don't even have $400 for an emergency, right? In case an emergency happen, the first thing is like worry, stress. Okay, how can I do this? How can I do this? But we found most families say, you know what? If we could have an additional $10,000 a month coming in, that would make life so different. Can you imagine? Can you imagine earning an extra $10K a month? What would that do for you? What would that do for you if you was earning an extra $10K a month, right? That's why that 12 is so important, because we found that to earn $10K in 1 month, right? All you need is 12 customers. 12 customers. Why 12 customers? Remember, I told you my #1 selling program is 900, right? And 900, and I like bonuses. I like surprises. I like Tasha's math, right? So 900 times 12 customers is 10,800 to be exact, right? 10,800 to be exact. And so imagine all you have to do is master the skills of getting people to your free website page, right? That's it. All you need to do is master those skills. And here's the thing. Remember I said you're learning and earning at the same time. So while you're learning and earning how to master this, people are coming to your email system. And when they come, is everybody going to buy? Absolutely not. I'm not going to give you any fluff, any fake stuff, anything. No, everybody is not going to buy. But here's where your automations come into play, right? So when we're teaching you the skills on how to learn and earn at the same time, and you are learning to master marketing this right here, 1 out of 20 will buy from you, right? 1 out of 20 will buy. And again, you're going to learn how to do that. So you may be asking like, okay, Tasha, so I got it now. Let me make sure I got this, Tasha. So I send people to my website, right? I send people to my website. They go here, and when they go here, they put their email address in to get their blueprint. And then once they get their blueprint in their email, they immediately get sent to this video, right? Yes, you guys, again, it gets sent to this video. And from this video and this video, they can make a decision to buy. And when they buy, they have their program. And if they're not ready to buy, then they would get emails, right? So that's where the other 19 comes in. The other 19 is going to go into your email system. And again, those emails are already pre-written for you. All you're going to do is edit it. So if you guys can copy, edit, paste, oh my goodness, you can 100% believe this. I said believe this. You can actually do this, right? So remember what I said. If you know how to copy, edit, and paste, you can totally do this business. And again, we teach you everything along the way. And so there we go, right? So that's where your 19, that's where the 19 goes. And again, this is your system that is going to allow you to change your financial life, right? And the only way to do that is taking action to do that. And remember what I showed you, right? Come back around. Hope you guys got that screenshot. All right. So again, The key thing to remember is 12. And listen, there's 5 billion people on social media. You cannot even walk 5 feet outside your door and not see somebody on their cell phone. I mean, god dang it, even kids walking around with a god dang on cell phone, right? Everybody and their mother have a cell phone. Oh, here we go. Have a cell phone. And most have like these high-tech cell phones, like a computer in your pocket. So you literally have a business in your pocket. Do you guys know how powerful that is to have a business in your pocket? Dr. No Job, what's happening? I miss you. How are you doing? New York. We got New York in the building. Yes, New York representing. How you doing, Dr. No Job? One of my most favorite people that come and support my lives. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for showing up for me today. And yes, so most people have a cell phone in the pocket. And do you guys realize you can totally have a business, a done for you business, costing less than the amount of your cell phone? I'm good, and you? I am good, man. It was so daggone hot the last couple of days. I'm like, thank God things are finally starting to calm down. Because woo, it was crazy hot. The real Jess Cox, what's happening? How you doing, Jess? Coming through with the number 3 gifted badge. Thank you so much. And thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much. And so, like, for the investment of your phone, you can have a business in your phone, in your pocket, that's creating income for you over and over and over again while you're out living your life. That's why I'm like, this business is the best business model for parents, right? I don't care if you're a stay-at-home mom, a working mom, like this is the best business model so you can live your life. Because god dang it, y'all, I'm telling you, I was so tired of stressing and barely surviving, trying to make ends meet, not even knowing that something like this even existed. So guys, do me a favor if you haven't already, share this live with someone that you know is looking for a way to earn not just extra income, but life-changing income, right? And also comment ready, right? And I will send you the exact info that I started with. And again, you don't need an experience. You can totally be a beginner, and I'm going to help you every step of the way. And here's the key thing. If you grab the blueprint while I'm still live, I'm gifting you a private 30-minute strategy call with me. And what we'll do is we'll map out your first 30 days together, because I want you to get your investment back as soon as possible. And why is that? Why would I want you to get your investment back as soon as possible? Because here's the thing. If you can get your investment back within the first 7 days, that's going to build your confidence. That's going to show you that you can do this. Because I get it. A lot of us have fear. Like, okay, Tasha, I've tried so many things in the past. I've done MLM. I tried having my own business. I've done real estate. I've done affiliate marketing. I've done drop shipping. I've done TikTok shop. I've done all these things. And all they did was drain my income, drain my time. So I 100% get it. That's why I want to offer you that private 30-minute strategy call so we can work with your life where you're at today and how you can immediately learn the skills so you can get your investment back in 7 days. Because here's the thing. After you sell your first product, right? Guess what? You're in profit mode. You're in profit mode. Yes. And to make that more clearly, my number one selling program, like I told you guys, is 900, right? So that means I would need to get my investment back. So once I get my investment back, everything after that is income, right? You know, I used to have some dollar bills in here, and I don't even have them with me. But that would have been so cool, like bam, bam. Because sometimes, like, I'm gonna have to get it for the next live. Because like seeing is believing. To see what a stack of what 10K looks like. Because how many of you can admit? That yeah, you may have earned 10,000 over the years, but you've never had 10,000 at one time? Woo! That's talking about some life-changing income, right? And so showing you the skills on how to do that. And that's why it's important to have that strategy session. Again, I'm only offering that to people that are getting their blueprint while we're on this live. So while we're on this live, if you grab your blueprint, let me know and just give me the last, I guess like the last 3 initials of your email. I don't want you to put your emails in the comments. Just let me know the last couple of letters in your email address, and I'll check to make sure that your email was sent. Because here's what I noticed, y'all. People get so excited about this information, they rush through it. They rush putting their email in, right? Because this is super important. They rush putting their email in because they are so excited about something that's different, something that's new, that's going to help change their lives, that they make a mistake. And then they sit there and they go through their emails like, Tasha, I never got the email. Why don't I see the email? Because you probably got one little letter off or something like that. So that's why when I'm on the live, I check to make sure that you put the right email in so that I can ensure that you got your blueprint, right? And so while we're on this live, all you have to do after that is comment done. And then I will just say the last couple of letters of your email to ensure that you got it. Or if you check your live, just say, yes, I got it, done. And guess what? I will lock in your spot. And guys, I'm only one person. I'm only one person, so I only have a limited amount of spots available. Okay, that's it. Now, if you are new to this live, welcome. What no one tells stay-at-home moms about making money and is not a job or a side hustle. So what if I told you the reason you haven't found a way to earn income yet is because you've been looking at the wrong solutions? And it's not your fault. It's not your fault, right? Because we've just been conditioned to do certain things. So if you're a stay-at-home mom who wants to help financially but doesn't want to get a job, sell to friends, or miss out. Who is that? Something just came across and I just missed it. Sorry, y'all. Whoever just sent the gift or something, it came across the screen like so fast it like disappeared. So sorry if I missed that. So sorry. So let me see. Where was I? Oh, yes. So if you're a stay-at-home mom who wants to help out financially but doesn't want to get a job, sell to friends, or miss out on your kids' lives, this live is for you, because I'm about to break down the 5 options that moms have to earn income. And I'm going to show you the only one that gave me my time, peace, and power back. So stick with me until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how this works and how you can start earning 100% profit on a $900 product, right? Digital product. That's key. Digital product. And even if you've never done anything like this before, even if you're a complete beginner. And just so you know, I've got a special bonus for those of you who take action while I'm on this live, right? And I'll share all the details at the end. And I promise you something that's going to help you that you're definitely going to love. Now, I remember when I was out there looking for a way to make money from home, right? And I never forget, Lord, there's so many different ways that this was like getting to me, right? I'm seeing my husband working real hard and I see that he's not getting raises. It's like all the expenses and everything is going up. And I was like trying so many different things. And y'all, I was tired. I was so tired of trying so many different things and none of them working. Spending money that we didn't have, spending time that I didn't have, my kids sitting there missing me because I'm out there busy trying to make money from home so we can all have a better life, right? Because gotta admit, the bills and everything got to be paid. And guess what? It is paid, but we're just barely surviving. How many of you can relate to that? How many of you can relate to barely surviving, right? Working a bunch of hours, your spouse working a bunch of hours, and it's still not enough money to do fun things. And life is not just about working to pay the bills, right? There's more to life than that. And so, so again, let me tell you some of the options that most stay-at-home moms go through when it comes to getting some extra money, right? And the first option, which I used to do a lot, the first option is you can ask your husband for some money or you can ask him to make more money, right? And a lot of us are already like silently doing that. You know, when we say things like, oh, don't have any more bread in the house, or the kids need shoes, right? And your husband's already working hard enough as it is. But then you feel stuck waiting for him to get that next pay, right? That's the first option. The second option, which a lot of you may be considering but don't really want to do, especially in this market, this economy, is to get a job. Now, jobs may sound like the responsible thing to do until you factor in childcare, school breaks, sick days. Don't even mention the commute, right? The commute of that and the stress of all of that, right? And suddenly that paycheck and that job idea does not look so good, right? And then a third option, which I've done so much and so sick and tired of doing, and that's cutting back on expenses, right? And it's like jobs sound like, I said jobs. Sure, you can stop spending money, right? Sure, you can cut back, but even cutting back does not create income. It just doesn't, right? All it does is create restriction in your life, and it creates all this stress. And then you find yourself saying no to everything, right? And feeling so bad looking at your kids, knowing you have the best kids in the world, and you can't even provide them the simple thing that they're asking for. I'm talking about a toy that's not from Walmart, or the dollar store. Get what I'm saying? Yes. And 4, if you chose 4, you're getting closer. And 4 is affiliate marketing. Now, with affiliate marketing, for those that don't know, with affiliate marketing, You're promoting someone else's product for a small commission, right? But you don't control the product, you don't control the price or the profit. So what you're doing is you're building someone else's business. So you may be affiliate marketing to a product that's giving you, let's say, do this real quick. So like, let's say you had an affiliate marketing product, right? That was $900, and say that affiliate product, say that affiliate product was $900. We're gonna go apples for apples, right? So my number selling program is 900, and that product we earn 100% profit. All right, we get 100%. So let's say you have an affiliate marketing product that you're promoting, right? And you absolutely love this product, and that product also is 900. But since it's affiliate marketing and you only get a small percentage, you know what? Let's be generous. Let's say they're going to give you 25%, right? Say they give you 25% on that product. That means in order to earn 10K, you have to have 45 customers, right? Just to get 10K. Now, you tell me what makes the most sense. Would you rather learn the skills to get 12 customers or 45 customers at 25%? Put in the chat, let me know, 12 or 45, right? Because again, like I said, the number one selling program is 900. So that means all you need is 12 customers, right? To get that. So get ahead of myself. So this is affiliate marketing. So I'm going to put AM. Affiliate marketing, right? And so this is the thing about life. You have options, but sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And let me tell you what the heck I mean when I say I'm gonna get to number 5. So stay with me. But I gotta share this with you guys, right? Because here's the thing: you don't know what you don't know. Case in point, my 17-year-old just got her first job. She got her first job as a lifeguard. So now she's learning about life, right? And about what it's like to get a paycheck. And so she comes to me and she shows me her stuff, and she's like, Mommy, they took taxes out. She said, they took this money out of my check. I didn't even get my check yet. I said, welcome to adulthood. So she did not know about that, right? But here's the other part that I really want to touch bases on, because it's summertime. A lot of you may be getting kids that's going to be working. And so this is what happened. Her job told her that she had mandatory training to do, right? And they told her it had to be done at a certain time. And she was not getting paid for it. And I said, Aaliyah, I said, that is illegal, both on the state level and on the federal level, for them to give you training, tell you that you have the mandatory training and not pay you for it. You're supposed to be compensated for your training. But here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know. So you wouldn't even know to ask certain questions if you don't know. So that's why it's so important to be able to have someone in your corner that been there, done that, because they're able to answer questions for you that you did not know. So that's why I was talking about affiliate marketing. You're like, man, that's cool. I'm getting 25% of a product I never even created, but it's only 25%. And this is where digital marketing come in. This is where 100% profit come in, right? Because this is where everything changed. Everything changed because I found a done for you digital business that pays 100% profit. On a $900 product, right? And here's the thing. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna turn this fan on. I didn't need to create it at all, right? Hope you guys can still hear me. Ooh. Like, I got all these lights on. It's just got hot. So it's 100% profit on a $100 product that I did not have to create, right? And not only that, I don't have to ship anything. I don't have to chase sales because of the system. It's already done for you. And I love that because we are already stretched thin as it is. We're already multitasking. We already have so much on our plate. And as a mom, I could not morally want to promote something or sell something that's going to take so much time away from the number one job in this world that parents don't get paid for. And that's being a mom, especially being a stay-at-home mom, right? So I wanted something that was going to be easy to follow, easy to duplicate, and no friction, right? And sometimes the friction that we have in doing something new is between our two ears. It's our mindset, right? So, you know what? Let me pause here for a second. Because I know some of you are thinking, okay, but how does this really work? Okay, here's how. With the digital marketing system, it's already set up to do the telling and selling for you, right? So I don't have to create the product. I don't need to build a website. I just plug into a system that's already working. And every time someone buys, guess what? I keep 100% of the profit. Guys, that's 900%. Do the math, right? Do the math. How much do you want to make a month? And that's the thing. You can decide exactly what your goal is, whether it's 10K, 5K, 20K, 30K. You get to decide what that is, right? And here's the thing. I work about 2 hours a day, no DMing anybody, no awkward sales calls, and no inventory. Because you have a digital product, everything is pretty much done online, right? And so here's the thing. Let's say I got this Sharpie, right? This Sharpie, not this Expo marker. If I needed another one, I would have to go on Amazon to make this purchase, right? But here's the thing about this thing may cost like $3-4, whatever. But this is a physical product. A physical product is something that you hold in your hand. A digital product is something that lives and breathes online. And that is beautiful because you don't have to pay for ink, traveling costs, any of those things. It's all built in, right? So that makes sense. So you put yes in the chat. If digital products versus physical products makes sense to you, put yes in the chat. Just want to know if you guys are here with me. And as a matter of fact, if you are on this live right now and you are a mom, put mom in the chat. Let me know where mom's at. Let me know where mom's at. If you're a mom, put mom in the chat. If you're a stay-at-home mom, put SAHM in the chat. If you're a stay-at-home mom, put SAHM in the chat. Let me know. Let me give you guys some love, some kudos, because at least you're brave enough to get on the live and learn something. Learn about how to make money from home, right? And so, and if you're already like, Tasha, look, I need in, just let me know what to do, right? Here's the thing. I used to think that the only way to make money was to like either get a job, cut coupons, do some kind of side gig, right? But I learned that there is another way. There is a smarter way. And I found it inside this blueprint, right? One where I can show up fully for my kids and still help out financially. And one where I'm not waiting for my husband to give me a couple of dollars, right? This system was built for moms like us to learn while we earn, right? And so when you're learning while you're earning, you don't have to experience the burnout. You don't have to experience the pressure. You don't have to miss moments with your kids trying to build a business. You can do this around your life and not living your life around your job, right? Or around a job. And so if you're a stay-at-home mom, right, who's ready to help provide for your family without getting a job, without sacrificing your kids, and without waiting any longer, comment ready and I'll send you the exact info that I started with, right? Remember, it all starts from a blueprint. But here's the thing. No pressure, no fluff, just the first step towards income and freedom on your terms. And here's the other part. You don't need experience. You don't need experience. You just need the right system and for someone to show you the way, right? And I'm here to help you start. So if you grab the blueprint while I'm still live, I'm gifting you a private 30-minute strategy call with me where we'll map out your first 30 days together. So that way you won't have to figure this out on your own. I'll show you how to start strong, even with no experience, right? So you want to come back and comment done when you've got your blueprint so you can lock in your spot. And this bonus is absolutely yours. And I only have a limited amount of spots available. So definitely be sure to get your spot in. Okay. All right. Whoa. All right. So glad you guys are here. All right. Let me see if I got missing any questions. Again, if you have any questions at all, definitely put your questions in the chat. And I'll definitely go back and see if I missed any questions. I want to answer your questions live. And it's like sometimes you may have a question that somebody else have, and people, sometimes be afraid to ask questions. And some people have the same question, right? Let me see. All right, just check in to see if there's any other questions that I missed. All right, can't see your name, but thank you for the follow. If you're still on this live for following me, thank you so much for the follow. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the live. So, what no one tells stay-at-home moms about making money online. And here's the thing. It's not a job and it's not a side hustle, right? It's a true, real way of making money online. But what if I told you the reason you haven't found a way to earn income yet because you've been looking at the wrong solutions, right? So if you're a stay-at-home mom who wants to help financially but don't want to get a job, sell to friends, or miss out on your kids' lives, this live is for you. If you stay to the end, you're going to learn exactly what to do to make income from home without getting a job. And I'm about to break down the 5 options that most moms have when it comes to earning income and having extra money, right? And I'm going to show you the only one that gave me my time, my peace, and my power back, right? And stick with me to the end because I'm going to show you exactly how this works and how you can start earning 100% profit on a $90 product, even if you've never done this before, even if you have no experience, right? And just so you know, I've got a special bonus for those of you who take action while I'm live. And I'm going to share all the details at the end. And let me just say, you're going to love it. All right. So, let me see. Oh, man, right? I remember when, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Man, you know what's funny? Here's the thing. When things happen to you, right, you get so stuck in survival mode that you don't even realize you're in survival mode until you step back and look at what happened, right? And I remember when 2020 happened, and this was like the crazy thing. 2020 happened. We were paying for our kids to be on a swim team, and the cost was like draining us, right? Because it was taking every bit of extra money that we had. And when 2020 happened, my kids was like, "Mommy, we're kind of scared. We don't really want to go, be on a swim team while all this stuff is going on." And secretly, I was kind of happy because I'm like, man, we were struggling trying to keep up with those payments. Can you imagine 3 kids on a swim team? And you on one income? That was pricey, right? And so guiltily, I was like relieved because I'm like, whoa, that allows some extra income back in, right? Since we cut that expenses out. But it's like, I didn't want to have to keep being that mom to have to keep on cutting expenses. And so I'm like, I have to find a way to make extra money without having to cut corners, right? And so after I tried so many different things, I finally landed on something that worked. But let me go over the 5 options that most moms go through or look at before finally finding that one that works for them. And stick around to number 5 because the number 5, I'm going to really break it down and show you exactly how that works. But I want you guys to really get a full, clear understanding of the different options that you have out there. So the first option is you can ask your husband to make more money, right? And a lot of us already like silently doing that. But what it does is it creates tension for you and it creates tension for him, right? Because he's already working hard as it is. And it's like he can't put any more hours and days. Like you're already not seeing him. The kids are not seeing him. So that option is like, yes, but no, right? And the other option is, well, you can go out and get a job, right? Because getting a job sounds like the responsible thing to do until you factor in, childcare costs, commute, gas, right? And then just the even stress of it all, then having to ask permission to take time off to spend with your kids, right? And suddenly that paycheck, that job idea does not look so good after all, right? And number 3, the third option is that you want to cut back on expenses. Now, sure, you can stop spending money, but cutting back doesn't create income, right? It just creates restriction. And then you find yourself saying no to everything and still feeling like you're drowning, right? You're drowning with the finances. And number 4, with this 4th option, you're getting a little closer, right? You're getting closer because now you've discovered affiliate marketing. So what affiliate marketing is, you're promoting someone else's product for a small commission, but you don't control the product, you don't control the price, and you don't control the profit. What the profit is what the profit is. And in that model, you are building someone else's business. And last but not least is number 5. And number 5 is the one that I chose. And what is that? It's digital marketing. And this, guys, is where everything changed because I found a done-for-you digital business that pays 100% profit on a $90 product. And I didn't need to create it. I didn't need to ship anything or chase sales. So let me show you how this works. But let me pause here. Let me pause here because I know some of you are thinking, okay, Tasha, but how does it actually work, right? So here's how. So with this digital marketing system that's already set up to do the telling and selling for me. So I don't have to create the product. I don't need to build a website because it's done for you, right? And so I just plug into the system that already works. And every time someone buys, I get to keep 100% of the profit. And that's 900 per sale, right? 100 per sale. And with this model, I get to work 2 hours a day without DMing people, without sales phone calls, and without inventory. Because when it's digital, it's online and they get their product immediately. And I love that because as soon as they purchase, immediately in their email, they are going to get their product. And I love that. So they can get started whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, no matter what time of the day or where they are in the world, they can totally build this business, right? So if that makes sense, drop me in the chat. Hey, Hazley, thank you for joining this live. Let me know where you're watching from. Let us know. I'm over here in sunny Maryland. Yes. And for whatever reason, I can't. Anyway, so I'm over here in Maryland, but good to see that you're here today. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And so that makes sense to you, right? Drop me in the chat. Drop me in the chat. And if you're thinking like, wait a minute, that's what I've been looking for. I've been looking for a way to make money from home without having to tug around a bunch of products, without having these daggone network marketing parties. Put yes in the chat. If you've been looking for something like this, if you've been praying like I was for so many years, praying for a solution, put yes in the chat. But if you're already like, Tasha, I need in, drop ready in the chat. Like blow this chat up with readies, right? Drop ready in the chat and I'll show you how to get the info. And it's literally as simple as going here, right? Because when you go here, you are going to get access to the proven blueprint that's showing thousands of people how to earn income from home. And guess what? We already have 109 six-figure earners in the USA. We have, I believe, I can't remember the exact number. I think we have about 7 South African millionaires in this business. So does it work? Yes or yes. Absolutely yes, right? But here's where you have to have a mind shift. You have to have a mind shift in the fact that you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, right? And I used to think that the only way to make money from home was to hustle and to grind. And if you want to hustle and grind, please find something else to do because this is not it, right? And I thought that I had to like keep on cutting coupons, keep on going to different stores to get those sales prices. But when I found this better, smarter way, I was like, what? It makes sense. You know what I love, y'all? This is what I love. I like that I introduced it to my daughter, right? Because I mean, like I told you, she's 17, but she really get to see the difference of working for someone else and having your own business. She get to see this process, not only see it, but she has her own job. So she knows what it's like to have a schedule and to show up and to have a break and to ask for time off, right? Like she got opportunity. She's a lifeguard. So yes, give it up for her. Yeah, she's a lifeguard. She's been swimming competitively since she was 4 years old. And so she got a job as a lifeguard. And a swim coach saw what she can do and offered her a job as a swim coach. So yes, my 17-year-old baby got 2 jobs, right? 2 jobs. Why? Because she wants to, right? And so if you have a job, you want to have a job because you want to, not because you have to, right? And she's done because she wants to. She loves lifeguarding and she loves being able to coach people, in swimming. And yeah, so I love that she get to see this. This is gonna be so awesome. So yeah, so that means mommy got another job. I never think Tommy's plate. So I got to make sure that she gets to and from work, right? Make sure that happens. And so if you're a stay-at-home mom who's ready to help provide for your family without getting a job, right? Without sacrificing your kids and without waiting any longer, comment ready and I'll send you the exact info that I started with, right? Or better yet, if you're a go-getter like me, then you probably already went to Tasha. You already probably went here to get your blueprint, right? But here's the thing. I told you guys, sometimes you get excited, you put the wrong email in. So when you get your blueprint, come back to this live and drop done in the chat, right? Drop done in the chat so that way I can show that you received your blueprint. Remember, you don't need experience, right? You just need the right system and someone to show you the way. And I'm here to help you start And here's that bonus I was telling you about from earlier, right? So if you grab the blueprint while I'm still live, I'm gifting you a private 30-minute strategy call with me where we're going to map out your first 30 days together, right? So you won't have to figure this out on your own. I'll be with you every step of the way to show you how to start strong, even with no experience. And the goal is to ensure that you get your investment back in 7 days, right? Because again, the sooner you get your investment back, the sooner you'll build confidence that you absolutely can do this business, even if you don't have any experience at all. All right, so remember, you want to come back to this live and comment done when you've got your blueprint so I can lock in your spot. And this bonus is yours. And again, guys, I only have a limited amount of spots available. So remember to come back to the live and comment done when you have gotten your blueprint. Yes. And be sure when you get your blueprint, right? You don't have to print it out like me. I print it out so you guys can see it. But there's testimonials in here, testimonials at the end of people that may be just like you or someone you know that has had success in this business and what it has done to change their lives. So if you're looking for a changed life, give yourself credit that you had the courage to even look at the information, right? Because some people are like, oh, that's nice, but don't do anything to change. If you want your life to change, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and step into a new way of doing things that's going to drastically, in a great way, change your life. Because here's the thing. Your life will not change if you don't take action to change it, right? Absolutely, it will not change. So again, guys, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you have any questions at all, put your questions in the comment and I will answer your question live. All right. So glad you guys are here this morning. Thank you so much for the engagement. Thank you so much for the likes and sharing the live. I greatly appreciate that because TikTok needs to know that we're looking for more than just to laugh on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, right? We're looking to find ways to earn money from home, especially in this climate where people are losing their jobs left and right, right? Absolutely. So thank you guys again for sharing the live. Thank you for the follows. You guys are such a great bunch. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me see. And guys, if it's hot out there where you're at, be sure to stay hydrated. I got my Buc-ee's cup. The Buc-ee's for the first time. I did a 22-day bike ride. And everyone's raving about this place called Buc-ee's. I'm like, what the heck is Buc-ee's? Never heard of it. But it's like a real big place, like gas station stop, and they have like all these different things to get gas. And yeah, I went in. I was like, oh, I like this cup because it has a little knobby thing on it or whatever. And even though it's nice and cold, this part doesn't get wet. Like I have a water bottle, and it just get like all this condensation on it. No, but this is like perfect. And it's 32 ounces, so you know you're getting your water in. So again, if you guys got any questions, I'll definitely put your questions in the chat, and I will answer your questions live. And hopefully I didn't miss any questions. I'm gonna try to go back and see if I got any questions that I missed, because this live is for you guys, right? This live is for you to help you see the ways that you can earn money from home. And you do have different options, but just because you have different options, not all options are created equally, right? And so, if you guys are new to me, I'm Tasha Elliott. I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, and I literally are here to help stay-at-home moms earn income without getting a job. And so what I talk about is what no one tells stay-at-home moms about making money, right? And it's not a job, and it's definitely not a side hustle. Lord knows we don't need just a little hustle, right? So what if I told you the reason you haven't found a way to earn income yet is because you've been looking at the wrong solutions, right? So if you're a stay-at-home mom who wants to help financially, but don't want to get a job, you don't want to sell to friends and family, raise your hand, say hi, put yes in the chat. If that is you, put yes in the chat because you are in the right place at the right time. Yes, I'm going to show you exactly the one thing that got me my time, peace, and power back in income, right? Income without having to get a job. And stick with me to the end because I'm going to show you exactly how this works. And I'm going to show you how you can start earning 100% on a $900 digital product. Even if you're not a salesperson, even if you don't have a following. Yes, even if you don't have a following. People think, oh, to make money on social media, you got to have a following. That's not true. Absolutely not. You can totally start from zero. As a matter of fact, pretty much, actually, as a matter of fact, everybody in this business started with zero following, right? And so, just so you know, I've got a special bonus for you for those of you who take action while I'm live, and I'll share all the details at the end. Now, as a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, we are family on one income. So trying to raise a family of five on one income in this economy is tough, right? And I remember one time when I realized this business was the right move for me, is I was driving down the road one day and my van broke down. And a couple of years ago, shoot, hell, a year ago, when that would have happened, I would have been so stressed out trying to figure out, okay, where's the money going to come from? But in that moment, for the first time in years, y'all, for the first time in years, I felt peace. I felt peace because I knew I had just got a customer in my business, and I knew the amount of money that I got paid. Because remember, $100 for customer, right? The first product, selling that product. I was able to get the van fixed and also get a rental until the van get fixed, right? And that what that did for me is that showed me how much stress I used to be in, worried about things that may happen, right? And I don't want that for you. If you are struggling and you are just barely making ends meet and barely making it to survive, you definitely want to tune in and listen to these 5 options. And guess what? Pick the option that works best for you and your family. I'm going to tell you why number 5 was the best option for my family, but you get to pick the one that's best for you, right? So here are the 5 options that most moms look at when they're looking at ways of getting extra money. The very first way that a lot of us do already, and we kind of feel guilty about a little bit, is asking our husbands for more money, right? And we already see that he's working hard, working 18, 20-hour days, barely getting any rest, right? But it's like, do you have any extra money, right? And not, a lot of us don't really want to keep doing that. And the second option is what people tell you, well, just get a job, right? And getting a job does sound like the responsible thing to do, right? Until you start factoring in things like childcare, that's taking money out the household, school breaks, sick days, the commute back and forth, the stress of being at work, the stress of being away from your kids, and suddenly that job does not seem like a good idea anymore. And number three is where I hung out at for a lot of years, right? Cutting back on expenses. So sure, you can stop spending money, you can cut back, but cutting back doesn't create income. All it does is create restriction, right? You say no to everything, and then you still feel like that you just can't get ahead. It's like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? And cutting back on expenses just isn't enough. But then you find something that's getting you just a little bit closer to making that money. And you've discovered affiliate marketing. So with affiliate marketing, you're promoting someone else's product for a small commission, but you don't control the product, you don't control the price, and you don't control the profit. You are given what they tell you, right? And you're building someone else's business when you are doing affiliate marketing. Now, number 5, I'm glad you guys are here. You made it to number 5. Number 5 is digital marketing. And that is what I chose, digital marketing for my family, right? And this is where, hey, Missy, thank you for joining. Welcome. Y'all say hi to Missy in the house. Hey, Missy, how you doing? Thank you for coming to the live. Where are you watching from? Put in the chat where you're watching from. As you guys are coming in, put in the chat where you're watching from. So this is where everything changed me, right? I found a done-for-you digital business that pays 100% profit on a $900 product. And here's the thing. I didn't need to create it. I didn't need to ship anything. I didn't have to chase sales. And it's all done from my cell phone. I run my entire business with 4 apps on my phone, right? That's it. And so let me show you how this works. Afterlife. Welcome to the live. Missy, thank you for coming through the number 1 gifter badge. New Jersey. New Jersey in the building. Girl, have you ever been to Six Flags? I'm in Maryland. And I used to love going to Six Flags out there. And I'm so mad. They got rid of the daggone King Ka. I'm like, no. And I wanted to ride it at least one more time. But they knocked that sucker down. So now let me know. New Jersey in the building. East Coast neighbors. So, all right. And Afterlife, where are you from? Let us know. May got neighbors in here. And Missy got the number 1 gift badge. Thank you so much. Yes, I have been to Six Flags. I love it. Girl, yes. And you know what? And we got one here in Maryland, and they're getting rid of it this year. I'm like, can Maryland keep anything? We lost football teams. They came back. Anyway, girl. So, yeah, with this, I didn't have to create a product, right? I just plug into a system that already works, already proven to work. And every time somebody buys, I get to keep 100% of the product Guys, that's 900 per sale, right? Per sale. So that means after my first product sold, everything after that is 100% commissions. Yes, with no middleman, no nothing. I love it, right? And so I work about 2 hours a day, no DMing anybody, no awkward sales, no inventory. And here's the thing about the 2 hours, right? Bon, what's up, girl? Welcome to the live. Put in the chat where you're watching from. We got New Jersey in the building. We got Maryland in the building. We have New York in the building. Let me know where you're at. We got Virginia in the building. Yes. So the 2 hours doesn't have to be all together. You can do 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Let it work around your schedule. Like right now, my kids are sleeping. I'm literally building my business while my kids are sleeping. And so guess what? When I'm done my 2 hours for the day, I have the rest of the day to do whatever it is that I want. Whether I want to spend time with them, whether I want to do some extra trainings, whether I want to go out there and ride my bike. My life is my own, right? And so if that makes sense to you, drop me in the chat. Drop me in the chat. What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing, girl? And so, but if you're thinking, wait, that's what I've been looking for, drop yes in the chat. Let me know who you are, right? And if you're already like, Tasha, I need in on this, Tasha, drop ready in the chat. Let me know where you're at. Thank you for liking the live, Jacqueline. Definitely appreciate you guys. Yes, guys, and definitely like the live, because when you like the live, TikTok will share the live out. I think YouTube and Facebook would as well, right? Yeah, so just go ahead and share it. And like the live. So here's the thing, right? I used to think that the only way to contribute was to go get a job, cut back on expenses, do affiliate marketing, ask my husband, for more money. But when I found that there's a smarter way, another way, I'm all in. I'm like, there is no backup plan. Like there's like, let me try this, let me try that. No, I'm like seriously going all in because it just makes sense. And I don't have to stress about trying to create a product, because if y'all haven't ever done it before, it's a lot of work involved in trying to create your own product, putting it out there to market and trying to see if somebody's going to buy it, right? And so this system, this Red Heels, hey, Red Heels lady too. Is that Red Bottoms, Red Heels lady? Even though I don't wear heels, I know about red bottom shoes, girl. Thanks to Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B. So this system, guys, where you from, Red Heels lady team? This system is built for moms like us, right? To learn while we earn, without the burnout, without the pressure, without the stress, and without missing those pivotal moments with our kids, right? Those are the moments that matter the most, right? Absolutely. So if you're a stay-at-home mom who's ready to help provide for your family without getting a job, without sacrificing your kids, and without waiting any longer, comment ready. Put ready in the chat. Let us know if that is you and you are ready, right? And again, you don't need experience. You just need the right system and someone to show you the way, right? Someone to show you the way. And I'm here to help you start. Yes, I'm here to help you start. So if you grab the blueprint, if you grab your blueprint while I'm still live, right? I'm gifting you a private, thank you, Missy, for the writing. I'm gifting you a private 30-minute strategy call with me, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to map out your first 30 days. Because when you get your Freedom Formula blueprint, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. It's very simple, but it's a lot easier when you have someone walking you through exactly how this works, right? And so when you go here to grab your blueprint, right? Again, let me show you that system. So walk you through it step by step. All you're going to do is go here, or you're going to go, I know it's a little delay on here. You're going to go here. You're going to grab your blueprint. So you're going to put your email address in. When you put your email address in, right, use the email that you regularly check. And that's super, super important, because that's how I communicate. I don't communicate through DMs. I don't do WhatsApp. I don't do any of those things, right? I communicate primarily through email because it's easy and it's faster, right? And so you go here, you get your blueprint, and check your spam folder and promotions folder. And you're gonna watch this quick video. But before you watch the video and you grab your blueprint, come back into the live and put done in the comments. Because when you put done in the comments, I'm going to lock in your spot. Because I only have a limited amount of private 30-minute strategy sessions I'm going to do. I'm only one person. Okay. And I'm a busy mom. So I'm going to take time out of my day to give you a private 30-minute strategy session. And probably with a couple of you on the call, because I don't want to have like A lot of people is going to be very, personable, right? Because I want you to have that that 30-day strategy set up so you know exactly what to do. So again, you just comment down when you've got it, and I'll just verify. Like I'm not gonna say your whole email. Don't put your email in the chat. The way to do it is to go to here, put in your email address, get your blueprint, and then come back to the chat and comment done. And I'll just check to verify that your email came through. And I'm gonna celebrate you, so everybody can celebrate you that yes, you took action, right? Because a lot of people, they scroll through and they don't take action. They have dreams, they want to do something, but they don't take the next step to actually make it happen, right? And the only way things are going to change is if you take the action to make it happen. So what if you have the blueprint already, but you need help getting started? Great question, Missy. So if you already have the blueprint and you just need help getting started, get back with the person that that you bought the blueprint from, and they should be able to help you. So thank you for putting right in the chat. And also in the meantime, if you can't get in touch with the person that helped you, go into your program. Go into your program and follow everything step by step, exactly the way that is done. 1000% yes. And great question, Missy. Let me see. And let me know, Missy, are you a mom? Let me see where my mom's at. I just want to see if my mom's in this chat this morning. Where mom's at? If you're my mom's, and I got a special gift for you as well. If you're a mom in this chat, I have, but she's never responded. Oh, Missy, I'm sorry to hear that. And you're a mom too. Oh, that's so. All right, so Missy, it's something to do for you. It's something to do for you. Since she's never responded, I want you to still go to my site, right? Go here, put in your email address, and since you already have the blueprint, right? Put in your email address. It's the best way to communicate with me. Put in your email address and respond to that email. Respond to that email and let me know you on this live, and I'm gonna help you. I'm still gonna help you 1000%. I got you, Missy, 1000%. And so when you put your email address in, come back to the chat, Missy, and put done. So I'm going to lock you in, and I'm still going to give you that 30-minute strategy session. Freedom focus. Okay, thank you so much. I'm doing it now. Okay, thank you. So when you come back, put them in the chat, and I'll check to be sure that it's there. Oh, y'all say hi to my husband. Oh, my husband is in the building. Yes, y'all see that? Like he works so hard, I don't even get to see him because he out there working. Yes, holding it down. But here's wait a minute. Okay, gotta calm down. I'm so glad that he's here because if I have any dads in here right now, dads, guess what? My husband is doing this business as well. Why? Because he sees the value in this. He sees how it's going to give him that time. And see, like you said, not for long, because he's working hard, right? His job controls his time. So he can't be on here right now. He has to, go out there and pay the bills, keep the roof over our heads, right? So I'm so glad that he was here. So I can say that to you guys really quick, is that you don't have to just be a mom to do this business. You can be a dad. You can be a dog mom, a cat mom. If you're someone that's looking for a way to earn income from home, you can still do this, right? But again, my ideal customer, my perfect customer, what I've learned from my mentor is to talk to my ideal customer. And my ideal customer is somebody that I have been a few years ago, right? Done. All right, Missy, let me check. Let's see. Okay. Is the last part of your email marsh@yahoo.com? Not the whole email, but just Marsh. I want to make sure that's yours. Okay. All right. All right, Missy, I got you. Okay, yes, perfect. So you're in there. Congratulations. I wish I could do like confetti on here. Congratulations to Missy for getting that 30-minute strategy session. Way to go, Missy. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I can do that. All right, cool. Wow, this thing is so cool. Y'all want to see that? Wait a minute. Let me see. How can I do this? Anyway, I was trying to set that up. All right, Missy, I would definitely. And also, Missy, how long have you been in the business? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are so welcome. How long have you been in the business? I'm curious. Let me know. Let me know, Missy. And that's just me, y'all. I just really have a heart for stay-at-home moms, right? I signed up last July. I really have a heart for moms, right? Especially stay-at-home moms and aspiring stay-at-home moms. And I'm gonna tell you why. I left my government job 12 years ago. 12 years ago to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. And at that time, right, all I was worried about was not having to pay daycare because I realized I was literally working just to pay somebody else to watch my kid. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. How many kids you have, Missing? I'm like, it doesn't make any sense, right? And so I left my job to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. And I'm like, well, since I'm staying home, why would I send my kids to school, right? So I had my oldest kid that was in school. So I took her out of school and started homeschooling her. And when I started homeschooling her, I was like, oh my goodness. I realized how much time I was missing out on my child's life by her being in school all day and by me being at work all day. And by the time I came home, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. She got a bunch of homework to do. I'm trying to help her with the homework. And I was just like all over the place, right? And so I'm like, there has to be a better way. And I wish, oh my God, I wish I would have known about this business model back then. Because if I would have known about this business model back then, me knowing me, I would have tried it. I would have gave it my best shot, right? Because I was praying for something like this, even though I didn't know anything like this existed. I wanted a way to make money from home without having to spend a lot of hours. I have to get on the phone with people without having to DM people and all of that, right? And at 17, guys, at 17, she left home to join the Air Force. And I was absolutely proud of her, right? Proud of her. But y'all, I really thought I was going to have more time with her. I really thought I was going to be able to spend more time with her. You know, building memories, going places and doing things together. But all she got from me as a mom was somebody that was overworked, stressed out. That's what she got, right? That's what she got. And I don't want the first of my kids. And it's so funny. They say when you have multiple kids, right? Kids of different ages, like all of your kids get a different version of you based on where you're at in your life, right? So all 4 of my kids have a different version of mommy. I need something in order to leave one of these jobs. Oh my goodness, Missy, how many jobs you have? Girl, you know what? I'm gonna read something to y'all, right? Because let me see. I know I got it in here. Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Let me see if I got this picture. I'm gonna read something to y'all. And let me see. I can find it. All right. Let me know if there's 2 full-time jobs. Oh my goodness, girl. Yes, you need to get out of there. Oh my goodness, Missy. So not only are you a mom, you're also a grandma too. Yes, Missy, you definitely need to get out of those 2 full-time jobs. Y'all, so I used to watch this show called Love and Hip Hop, right? And there was this young lady that was on the show, and she had 2 kids by this guy. They wound up getting divorced and all of that. And she wound up having to leave Los Angeles to go back to her home in Germany to live with her mom. And let me tell you guys what she said. Let me know if this resonates with you also, Missy. She said 9 to 5 is BS. Unpaid lunch breaks are BS. Working all day to go home and have 2 hours of free time before bed is BS. 5-day work week is BS. Working yourself to death is BS. Retiring at 65, as she put in parentheses, unlikely is BS. Starting your adult life in debt from student loans is BS. Giving kids 7 hours of school and then homework to ready them for the never-ending grind is BS. It is so frustrating that we have one chance at life on this earth, and humanity chooses taxes and credit scores and pollution instead of floating in the ocean and eating fruit and hanging out, right? When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, I get it. I totally 1000% agree. Like, we are so busy, so conditioned to work to live that we don't even get to live our lives. It's like, oh my God, like the movie Straw, it's like, you know what? There's an awakening going on right now in this world. And if you have not realized that there is this awakening, you need to wake up, because it is showing us, even in the movie Straw that Tyler Perry just did. If anybody's seen Straw, put Straw in the chat. Put Straw in the chat. Oh my goodness. Because what I'm doing for you guys is helping you to get from this buyer stage, right? Because a lot of us get stuck in buyer stages. And if you're not sure what a buyer stage is, what happens is that we go through three stages, right? We go through three. Thank you for the straw missing. We go through three stages of the buyer's journey, right? And I'm going to go over those. But we go to three stages. So let me touch on what happened in straw. So as a stay-at-home mom, it's so crazy. It's so crazy, right? People are like, well, how can you relate to what was her name? Dad wanted. Yeah, I can't think of the girl name. Well, Taraji's P character. They was like, how can you relate to her character? And she's a single mom, right? She's a single mom, but you are married and you stay home with your kids. I relate to the struggle, right? I can relate to the struggle. And it's like we're just literally one straw away from kirking the hell out and losing everything, losing our minds, right? And that's what I connected with is the struggle of one paycheck away, right? One paycheck away and just trying to get that money. And so with that, it's like an awakening going on in the world that people are realizing you don't have to hustle and bustle anymore. You don't have to work 2 full-time jobs, Missy. My husband doesn't have to work 18 plus hour days. But here's the thing, there's a learning process with this. But what I love about this system is that you learn and earn as you go, right? It's like never give up. Keep on moving forward. But if you're doing the same thing and not getting results, you have to pivot and look at where you need to go, right? Even me, Missy, even me in this business, I had to pivot on who I'm talking to. I had to pivot on how I show up because you have to admit when you don't know you have to be courageous enough, like Missy did. Missy was courageous enough to say, "Hey, Tasha, I need help." She saw a way for a way to get help, and she asked for it, right? Ask not, you have not. And so let me tell you guys about that buyer's journey. There's three stages. And unfortunately, a lot of people hang out in this awareness stage. They stay in that awareness stage for months sometimes, right? They stay in that stage for months. And they stay there because they know they got a problem, right? In that awareness stage, it's like, I know I have a problem, but I don't know what to do, right? I don't know what to do about it. And unfortunately, guys, some people stay in that stage for weeks, months, and some people even years, right? Even years. There we go. I want to block that. I want you guys to stay focused. I want to block that off. And also, I want you guys to get a screenshot, right? I want you to get a screenshot of this because I want you to have a good understanding of where you are in your life, right? Where you are in your life. So the three stages of the buyer's journey. One is awareness. Again, I have a problem and I'm not sure what the solution is. And some of you may be in a consideration stage. And you'd be like, well, what's the consideration stage? The consideration stage is the next step, right? And that is, I know there's a solution, but is this, right? But is this the right one for me, right? Is this the right one for me? And then you have the decision stage, right? The decision stage, the decision stage says, I'm ready to take action. I just need to know what the next steps are. So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Are you in the awareness stage, the consideration stage, or the decision stage? And take a screenshot of this, right? Take a screenshot of this because I want you to be aware of where you are. So you can consider your options and then you can decide, right? So when you are aware and you have consideration and then your decision, you know exactly the path to take. But you have to know exactly where you are. You have to know the options that's out there. And so since talking about the options, let's get right into it. What if I told you the reason you haven't found a way to earn income yet is because you've been looking at the wrong solutions, right? So if you're a stay-at-home mom or an aspiring stay-at-home mom who wants to help financially but don't want to get a job, don't want to work two jobs like poor Missy over there, right? I saw the friends and family and mess on your kid's life. And this live is just for you. And I'm going to break down the 5 options that moms typically have to earn income, right? And so also stick with me to the end. I'm breaking down the 5 options, but stick with me to the end. And I'm going to show you exactly how this works and how you can start earning 100% profit on a done-for-you product that's $900, right? Even if you've never done anything like this before. And just so you know, I've got a special bonus at the end for those who take action while I'm on this live, right? And I'm going to share all the details at the end. Now, so the 5 options are: you can ask your husband to make more money, right? But if you ask him to make more money, he's already working hard enough as it is, right? The second option, you can actually go out there and get a job. But getting a job do sound like the responsible thing to do until you factor in childcare, the commute, school breaks, sick days, right? The stress and all of that. And suddenly that job doesn't even seem worth it. And number three, you can cut back on expenses. But so sure, you can cut back on spending. You can go to different stores, right? You can not buy certain things. You can stop taking staycations, right? But all that does is create restriction. It doesn't create income. Hey, J-Lo in the building. Welcome. Thank you for liking the live, J-Lo. Appreciate you guys. Keep those fingers tapping. And number four, you're getting closer, right? Number four, you do affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is promoting with the number one gift of badge. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose. J-Lo, I appreciate that. Thank you. Heart to you. Y'all send J-Lo some love in this chat. Throw some hearts in the chat for J-Lo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, it's like every time I get a rose, every time somebody send me a rose, I think of these wooden roses. These are wooden roses, y'all. They last like forever. Yes, last forever. Love things that last forever. Just like this business, lasts forever, right? And so, so affiliate marketing, you're building someone else's business. You don't control the product, you don't control the price or the profit. And number five, I told you guys we'll get to the end. Number five alive. The Fifth Element. I love that movie. You are so adorbs. Oh, girl, thank you. So digital marketing is what I chose, right? And this is where everything changed. Yes, so I found a done for you digital business that pays 100% profit on a $900 product. And guess what? I didn't need to create it. No, I didn't need to create it. It was already done for me. I don't have to ship anything. I don't have to chase any sales and everything. My whole entire business, guys, is on my phone. So you know what that means? Not only can I do my business from home, I can do my business when my kids at the pool. I can do it when I'm on the playground. I can even do it when I'm at the movies. Why? Because it's an automated business that's working behind the scenes. Such an amazing and proven digital marketing process. Girl, yes. Yeah, yes. I wish I had like some sound effects up in here. Throw like the fire emojis and all that good stuff. So yes, girl. And so let me show you how this works, right? And let me pause for a second because I know some of you are thinking, okay, but how does it really work? Glad you asked because I'm going to definitely walk you right through it, right? And so what we call this our freedom machine. Yes, freedom machine, because it frees us up to do things that we love to do things that we want to do without getting in the way of our lives, right? It is a system that's working for us while we're out living our lives. It's not supposed to be. I'm about to age myself. Do anybody remember the Jetsons? Remember the Jetsons and they had Rosie the robot doing all this stuff? Yes, but we're in the AI age. We're in the age of internet. We're in the age of digital products, which means we let the digital business work for us while we get to live our lives. Put yes in the chat if that sounds good, right? Put yes in the chat if that sounds good. 1,000% yes or yes, hell yes. Not even yes, hell yes, right? Can we say hell yes on these platforms? I don't even know. It doesn't even matter because I already said it. Now, I told you I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Again, you don't have to create a product. So it's a literal step-by-step system. As a matter of fact, where's my marker? Yes, trusty marker. At Missy, 100% get that. Me too, which is why I do this biz model. Girl, yes, 1,000%. See there, y'all. See, we got some smart moms up in here. We got some smart moms, smart women up in here in this chat. So listen when I'm telling you guys, it is a simple step-by-step system that's doing the work for you, right? And so watch this. I want y'all to watch this, right? The very first step is here. That's step one. Step one, get a screenshot of this. Make sure you guys get a screenshot of this. Step one is to go here, right? That's step one. Step one is to go there. Step two is here, right? Once you're here, you see that @ sign. That @ sign means you want to enter your email address so you can get what? I'm going to read exactly to you what you get so you know exactly what you're getting, right? So, I don't know if you guys can see this. right? It's like light flares on there, whatever. So what it says is discover how to earn 100% profit from a done for you digital business, right? This Freedom Formula Blueprint guide walks you through the steps that have helped thousands, y'all hear me? Thousands of people leverage a digital business blueprint to build a sustainable, automated income stream. That is what you're getting at step 2, right? And guys, so super important. I know if you're like me, you probably got tons of email addresses. Put in the email address that you check regularly. And I'm gonna tell you why that's important. Because I love my people. Because the only people that's coming into here are people that love what I can do for them. They love that I can help them. They love that I see, hear, understand them, right? And so that's step 2. And I want y'all to watch this. Watch this. I hope you guys are paying attention. Watch this. That's step 1. Step 1 is going here to get to step 2 to get your blueprint. And that's what you do, right? So now I'm going to change this color marker because this is what's super important. Watch this step. Step 3 is watching this video. I put it in blue because you don't have to do it. The video does the telling and selling for you. Remember I said that? Remember I said to you guys that this business does the telling and selling for you. I don't have to explain anything because it's done for me. But here's the thing. You want to give people the option to learn, right? To learn and take action on their own. Because here's the thing. If they won't simply do a simple step as putting their email address in and watching a video, do you think they're going to really do the business? Absolutely not. And for those that don't want to do that, you don't want them in your business anyway, right? You want people that's ready to change their lives. So again, that's 3. And check this out. So that's 1. Again, you go to here to get your blueprint, right? Put in your email address and you watch the video. And then from here is step 4, right? No, actually, I'm going to call this 3A. This 3A. And I love 3. Let me tell you why I love 3A. Because 3A, actually, this is 3A and 3B. Let me see. I'm going to call it 3 and 3B. No, I'm going to call it 4A. Actually, that's a triple win. I'm going to call that 3A, 5A, and 3A. I can't even count. I'm going to call that 3A, 4A, 5A. Keep it simple. All right. So step 3 is to watch the video. And that's something that's automated. They watch the video on their own. And this video is going to answer about 99% of their questions, right? And so from here, they go to 3A and they buy their product. Yes, they buy the product, the $100 product I told you about, right? And guess what? It's a one-time website fee of $39. So that means you pay for your website and you instantly have a done-for-you business that you just have to do step by step to make it branded to you, right? Exactly. And so let's say you're the 1% that have questions, because again, some of us are very analytical. We want to get more information. And so this video I'm going to send to you in an email, right? I'm going to send it to you in an email. And then from there, right, from that video, it's going to answer the rest of your questions, right? It's going to answer the rest of your questions. And here's the thing. Once your questions are answered, right, then you go to 4A. Same, y'all see this. It's the same exact system, right? Same exact system. You go here to purchase your product. Now, at any time, if you have any questions, the best way to communicate with me, guys, is through email. Is replying to my emails. I'm gonna tell you why that's important, because I don't do WhatsApp. I don't do any other way of communicating with my customers other than email or in my own private community, which I do have. But if you email me, I will tell you about that private community, but this is not the law for that. So anyway, that's what I have. So again, y'all see these simple steps? I told you guys it's very simple. And society wants you to think that making money online is so super hard and there's only one way to make money online. And guys, that is not the case at all, right? Not the case at all. So let me see. And again, if you guys have any questions while I'm on here, definitely go ahead and ask your questions live, and I will definitely answer questions, because in a few minutes I'm about to get out of here because I got a life, I got things to do. So again, if you got any questions, definitely put them in the chat. Now that's 4A. Now you say I put 5A. Like, what is 5A? 5A is, guess what? Over here, 5. That's right there. 5, right? You're gonna get emails from me. And here's what I love about this: at any time you can unsubscribe. right? And I love that for me, and I love that for you, because you don't have to worry about getting emails you don't want. But if you still have questions, guess what? Some of those questions again will be answered in these emails. And at any time, you can send me an email, and I personally, not a VA, I personally respond to my emails because I want to be here to help you, right? And so again, once you go through these emails, right, it all leads back to here. It all leads back to making a decision. Because remember, I talked about the different buyer stages, right? You may be at the awareness stage, and some people at the awareness stage don't even get to this point. But consideration is all here, and this is the decision stage, right? So you have to make a decision, because if no decision is made, nothing happens, right? If no decision is made, nothing happens. And this is where your life begins to change, in the decision mode. It doesn't change in awareness. It doesn't change in consideration. It changes in decision, when you make a decision to do something different for your life. And again, I am here with you every step of the way. So again, when you go doing this live and get your blueprint doing this live, I will personally, just for you guys, right? I would personally gift you a private 30-minute strategy call with me, where we're going to map out your first 30 days together, because I want to ensure that you get your investment back within your first 30 days. And most people, if they follow the program inside the program, guess what? They get the investment back within 7 days. Second act. No, that's right. Yes, girl. Yes, we all got to be in our second act today, in this day and time. Right. And so that's your system. That's it. And here's the other thing I did not tell you. This right here is 100% free. You do not have to pay for this. Only thing that you're paying for is your website when you get your program. So that way you can sell your program. That is it. Lady T, what's happening, Lady T? Welcome to the live. Welcome. All right. And that's it, guys. Not to you guys. It was an easy step-by-step system. Yes. And I love that for us. Thank you for liking the live, Lady T. I appreciate that. So again, that private session is just for you, right? It's not for you to share with anybody else. It's just for you for taking action on this live, because I want to reward action takers. Some people, they just get to the live and it's like, you know what, I'll get to it later. And those later people are usually stuck in consideration. They're like trying to figure it out. Is this the right thing for me? Whatever. I'm late. Girl, you ain't late to the party. Because guess what? I was literally just getting ready to start right back over again before I bounce off of here. I'm going to talk the same thing, because you know what I realized? And my mentor taught me this, because I thought that, you know what, I said one time, leave it out there and that's it. But no, she's like, no, Tasha, people need repetition. They need to hear the same thing over and over again, because sometimes for some people it takes repetition before they actually get it. So welcome to the live. Let me know, Lady T, are you a mom? Are you an aspiring stay-at-home mom? And most importantly, are you in the business already? Are you in the business already? All right. Okay, no, I asked you like a couple of questions. I don't know if you can answer. I know I answer both, but I'm gonna give it a second because I know it's like a delay on here. Mom and no. All right. Well, girl, you are right on time. You said you're late. You are right on time. So, all right. What no one tells your mom and no. What's the second question I asked? I asked you, are you in a business already? Okay, you're a mom. Are you a stay-at-home mom or aspiring stay-at-home mom? That's the last question. Are you a stay-at-home mom or are you an aspiring stay-at-home mom? Which one? So if you're a stay-at-home mom, put SAHM in the chat. If you're an aspiring stay-at-home mom, like you want to be a stay-at-home mom, put A in the chat. I want to make it easy. A in the chat. Or if you want, you can spell aspiring out. Because guess what, Lady T? I'm glad you're here. And I'm going to cater this part just for you, because I love engagement. I talk to people that talk to me. I'm talking to you guys too. Want to stay at home. Stay at home mom. Yes. All right. Okay. So let's get right into it. So what no one tells stay at home moms about making money. And guess what? It's not a job and it's not a side hustle. So what if I told you, Lady T, that the reason you haven't found a way to earn income online yet is because you've been looking at the wrong solutions, right? And so if you're a stay-at-home mom who wants to help financially, but don't want to get a job or sell to family and friends, or even miss out on your kid's life, this live is for you. And I'm about to break down the 5 options that moms have to earn income. And I'm going to show you the only one that gave me a way to earn income, get my time back, have my peace of mind, Lord Jesus, and get my power back. And stick with me until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how this works and how you can start earning 100% profit on a $900 product, even, Lady T, if you've never done anything like this before. So I hope you're ready. All right. And just so you know, I've got a special bonus for those of you who take action while I'm on this live. And I'm going to share all the details at the end, but you're not going to want to miss it. Okay. All right. Now, so the 5 options. One option is you can ask your husband to make more money, right? But all that does is build tension and guilt, because you start feeling guilty because you're asking him for money, knowing he's already stretching himself thin. And then he feels guilty because he feels like he's not making enough, right? He's just making enough to cover all the bills. But there's more to life than just working to pay the bills, right? And the second option, right? And the second option is get a job. Now, that may sound like the reasonable thing to do until you start factoring in childcare, school breaks, sick days, the commute, the stress, and suddenly that paycheck just don't seem worth it, right? Or number three, you could cut back on expenses. Now, sure, you can stop spending money, but cutting back doesn't create income. All it does is it creates this restriction, right? Because you start saying no to everything, even when you know you deserve it, your kids deserve it. You start saying no, and then you feel like you're still just drowning and trying to keep up, right? Thanks for liking the live, Lady T. I appreciate that. And now, number 4 option. Now, you're getting closer, right? You're getting closer. So the 4th option is affiliate marketing. Now, with affiliate marketing, you're promoting someone else's product for a small commission. And you don't control the price, you don't control the product, and you don't control the profit. So what you're doing is you're building someone else's business. So if you were doing affiliate marketing and it's a $900 product and you're only getting 25% commission, that means on that product, you're only going to make $225. That's affiliate marketing. Now, number 5. Yay, you made it to number 5. Number 5 is digital marketing. And that's what I chose. And this is where everything changed for me. I stopped spinning my wheels. I stopped being on this hamster wheel. And this is what's called 100% done for you digital business that pays 100% profit on a $900 product. And guess what? I didn't need to create it. I don't need to ship anything. I don't have to call anybody on the phone. I don't have to chase sales, any of that, right? It's literally a done-for-you system that thousands of people have followed. And on top of that, this was launched April of last year. Since April of last year, we have created 109 six-figure earners in the U.S. We have about 7, I believe it's 7 now. 2, I don't know what the exact number is, but we have self-made millionaires in South Africa. Because the beauty of a digital business is that it's global. Global meaning you can sell to anyone, anywhere in the world without ever having to talk to them or meet them in person. And guess what? My very first customer was from a country I never heard of and a person I never talked to a day in my life while I was taking a nap. Yes, that's the beauty of a digital marketing program, a digital marketing business, right? Now, let me pause here for a second, because now you may be thinking, okay, Tasha, but how does this actually work? Let me show you exactly how this works. This is a pretty much step-by-step system. You can follow simple steps. You can do this business. And we don't want to overcomplicate things or be an overthinker. I'm a recovering overthinker, so I get it, right? And so it's literally a step-by-step process. The very first step is going to this site right here. It's going here, right? When you go there, that's the first step. The second step is you want to put your email address in. And this is very important because this is the email address that you regularly check. If you're like me, you probably have like multiple email addresses. Like, for example, I homeschool my kids. And not only that, I also help other parents in Maryland take their kids out of school and homeschool their kids legally, right? I have a separate email address for that because I don't want to mix all my stuff together. So that's a whole separate email of me helping parents in Maryland to homeschool their children. So use the email that you regularly check. And that's where you want to get your blueprint. And this is the blueprint that you're going to get in step 2. And here's the thing. You can discover how to earn 100% profit from a done-for-you digital business. And guys, everything is right in here, step by step, showing you exactly what this is, right? And how to have your own online digital business. And again, thousands of people have been following the same process to earn from home. And then, so step 3 is that you're going to watch a video. And step 3 is in blue because this is all being done for you. This is your automated system at work for you. This is the thing that's doing the telling and the selling for you, which is so super important because I'm not a salesperson, not at all. We do something called attraction marketing. Put AM in the chat. If you guys are following me, put AM in the chat for attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is the key to not only getting your life back, your time back, it's also the key to getting your income, right? Getting income, because this automated system is working for you. So once you put your email address, hey, Whitley, thank you for joining. Once you put your email address in, you get access to the blueprint, right? And then this video is going to answer about 99% of your questions. And then from there, you go to this website, 3A, to make your purchase. And guess what? When you make your purchase and you purchase your website, you are immediately given, thank you, Missy, for the AM. You're immediately given access to your own business. It is that simple. But again, some of you may be very analytical and have questions, right? So that 1% that still have questions, I'm going to send you this email, this video through email that's going to answer the rest of your questions. It's going to give you testimonials and go into a little bit more detail of exactly how this system works. And both of these videos lead to this website, right? The website where people can purchase your product. Now, here's the thing. When we teach you this system, this attraction marketing system, because all your marketing is this, right? In your brand. That's it. And so when people go here, only 1 out of 20 are going to probably buy from you. So most people in this program, they're only getting 1 out of 20 people buying from them. But the more they increase their skills, the better that number gets. But let's just say 1 out of 20 is buying from you. What happens to the other 19, right? The other 19 is going to your RFB system. And your RFB system is your rejection-free business system, which means they get automated emails that's going to come directly to them. And guess what, Lady T? Guess what, Missy? You don't have to write the emails. The emails are already done for you. All you're going to do is edit the email. Remember I talked about copy, edit, paste? All you're going to do is edit the emails with your personal information to talk to your ideal customer, right? That's it. So at any time, the person can unsubscribe. They can totally unsubscribe. But let me tell you the other part I love. This is my first time saying this on this live. You know what else I like about this system? If you have people in your email system that's in there, they're not opening up the emails, they're not communicating to you, they're not replying to the emails, guess what? You have the power to unsubscribe them. Yes, that goes both ways, right? It goes both ways, and that is so good for you. And I'm telling you, you're going to be like, Tasha, thank you for sharing that tip with me, because I did not know I could unsubscribe people that's not serious about building a business, right? And it's like in each of these emails, guess what? Each of these emails are going to lead back to here. It's going to lead back to here, to your website for them to make a purchase. And I had a copy of it. But anyway, it's going to lead them back here to purchase, right? So this is your automated system, your automated business at work for you. And if you have any questions, I'll definitely put your questions in the comments. I'm going to bounce off here in about probably 3 to 5 minutes. But if you have any questions, put your questions in the comments and I will answer your questions live, okay? Now, that's 1 out of 20. So again, the 19, they go ahead. Anytime they can unsubscribe. And guys, the key, this is what I want you to keep in mind. 12. Why 12? Because at 900 a pop, that means all you need is 12 customers. And now you're what? Earning 10K monthly. That's it. So all you have to do is master the skills of marketing this page. That's it, right? That's it. And you can brand your page to you, right? Like, for example, I've got it on here. So, for example, my ideal customer, right, that I talk to are stay-at-home moms, or let me see if I can do this. Stay-at-home moms, or moms that want to stay home, right? I'm gonna show you this. Let me see. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I had it pulled up for y'all. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see the website. If you don't want to see it, I don't have to pull it up. But anyway, let me see. Yeah, let me know if you want me to pull it up. If so, pull it up. If not, that's okay too. But Yes, that's your system, right? So again, all you're going to focus on is learning the skills so you can get 12 consistent customers. Because what good is getting 12 customers 1 month and then no customers for 12 months, right? No, you want to learn the skills and keep repeating it because that's it, right? That's the key, right? You do something once, you keep repeating it. If it's working for you, if it's not working, that means you need to pivot and find out where's the block, right? Where's the block? And so, um, let me see. All right. And again, like I said, that is your system that's already done for you. And you're just going to walk through the system. And that's exactly how that works. I used to think that I had to like get a job or do some kind of side hustle just to make extra money. But when I found this system, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I was looking for. Even though I didn't know what it was, this is what I was looking for. Right. And so this system is built for moms like us that we can learn and earn at the same time around our schedule, not around somebody else's schedule, right? And so if you're a stay-at-home mom who's ready to help, if you just want extra money to provide for your family and to start having life-changing income without sacrificing your kids, without having to get a job, guess what? All you need to do is go here to get your blueprint, right? Now, here's the thing. I promised you something early on in this live. And I said, when I get to the end, I'm going to share it with you. And here's the thing. If you grab the blueprint while I'm still live, I'm gifting you a private 30-minute strategy call with me, right? Where we're going to map out your first 30 days together. Because the key is I want you to get your investment back within 7 days, right? Where we're going to have a 30-minute strategy session so I can help you map out your 30 days. So when you go while we're on this live, or you go and get your blueprint, guess what? Come back to this live to comment done so I can lock in your spot, right? And it's yours. And again, if you have any questions at all, definitely put your questions in the chat. I'll definitely answer your questions while I'm on this live. And as a matter of fact, I'll be bouncing off in about 2 minutes. Yes, in about 2 minutes, I'll be bouncing off this live. So again, if you have any questions, definitely put your questions in the chat. And I'm going to see if I see any questions. And again, if you get your blueprint while I'm on this live, right, you have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. If you've been listening to this live and you know that you want to make money from home, not only make money from home, but life-changing income, go here now. Go here now and get your blueprint. All you got to do is put your email address. You can always go back to the video and watch the video later, but go back and get your blueprint, right? Put your email address in and put in done. And I'll verify that I got your email and I will email you back. I will email you back the information, get paid tomorrow. Excellent, Lady T, that's fine. But again, all you need to do, this is free. All you need to do to get that 30-minute call is to go here, right? Put in your email address, come back in this live and put done. So that way I know you got your free blueprint. All right. And I'll reply to that email that you get your blueprint on, reply to that email, and I will email you back to lock in a time for us to do that strategy call. Sounds good? I can't see where to go. All right. Okay. Let me put it on the bottom of the screen. Let me see if you can see this. Okay, it should be going across the bottom of the screen, Missy. So if you do a screenshot on your phone, it's gonna lock in the site that you go to. Let me see. Okay. Okay, Lady Tim. So I'm gonna wait for you before I got this live. So I'm gonna wait for you to come back to put done so I can verify that I got it. And like I said, you're gonna reply to that email so I can set up the time for us to get that 30-minute study session. Y'all give Lady T a hand. Lady T is like, I'm ready to change my life. I'm a mom and my kids need me. And I want to show up for them in a way I never showed up for them before. Okay. All right. All right, Lady T. is, I just want to verify this is yours because I got people coming in. So is it a Gmail account with the 5 before it? Just want to verify this. The 5 before the Gmail at Gmail. I'm not gonna blast your email address all over social media. No, ma'am. Thank you for liking the live too, Lady T. Yes. All right, good. So you are locked in. So again, Lady T, respond to that email. Respond to that email, and I'm going to work with you on a time and date that we can do your strategy session. So, and you know what? While you got me live, you have any questions? Do you have any questions for me? If you have any questions, you can definitely put them in the chat, and I'll answer your questions live. I'm so proud of you, Lady T. I really am. I'm very proud of you because a lot of people, they get on and they say, yeah, I want to do something different, and they don't take action. They don't take action. So I'm so super proud of you. Yep, 1000%. Okay. Oh, I gotta get my daughter to work. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for being here. And Lady T, I will talk to you later. Be sure to email me, and I will set up the time that we can have our study session. Congratulations. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, TikTok. You guys have been so pleasant. Thank you guys for being here. And Lady T, if you're not following me, be sure to follow me. And yeah, and I'll see you inside the email. All right, bye, y'all. Bye, TikTok. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Facebook. See you guys later.